Hi everyone, and this is Tarika, and welcome back to my channel. So, today I have a reading for you. So, what's really next in line for you in terms of your career and finances? So, what I have in front of you are three oracle cards. So, we have the Sun card, we have the Action card, and we have the Rest card. So go ahead and select a pile or the card that you resonate with. And then we have some more tarot cards which will, give us and give you the direction in terms of your career and finances. So here we are with, pile number one. Those of you who went with the Sun card, the Sun card in itself talks about, as you can see, it's a beautiful card. You can see a lot of bright yellow color, and it's a very positive card when you look at it. So, obviously, the message and the summary of the messages in terms of your career and finance that it looks positive. There's obviously a lot of new beginnings that are coming your way, and also there is an element of creativity here, right? Because you went with the Sun card. Now let's go ahead and look into the tarot cards that we pulled out for you. So we have the Justice, the Queen of Cups, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So the top three cards are basically talking about your career message. So the Justice card could be for those of you who've been maybe feeling that, oh my God, I'm so behind in terms of my career, when you compare yourself with your peers, your colleagues, your family members. So the Justice card says that whatever is meant for you will come your way, right? So have that faith, and we are all not the same. We are not meant to do the same things. So don't compare yourself. I know it's easy to say that, but the message here is that whatever you deserve in this lifetime will come your way. The Queen of Cups, as you can see, she's looking at the cups, and cups mostly, are positive, again, positive cards. Over here, they're talking about, emotions, or could be a relationship. So here, I think the message is that just keep your focus. Look at how she's looking at the cup. She has great focus. Probably in her mind, she knows what she needs to do, right? So maybe in your mind, oh God, I need to go after that job, or I need to I need to go ahead and do that side hustle, or maybe I'm not doing everything I'm required to do in my business today, right? So have that focus. So I think while you will get things what you deserve, at the same time, the message here is to continue to have that focus. And if you do that, if you see the last card, it is the Ten of Pentacles, and tens are mostly always about completion, right? It's just, you're completing a cycle before starting a new cycle, a new beginning. And again, the Sun card was about new beginnings. And so all it says is, and Pentacles talk about, earth signs, they talk about monetary gains, material gains. So I think that is also coming along. So, some of you could be maybe, not happy with the compensation your company is giving you. And many a times that happens, right? We kind of stay behind in terms of the packages that are offered to our peers and colleagues. So I think while you will get new beginnings in your business or career or job, you are asked to remain focused. But at the same time, if you do all of that, what will also come along is material gains, right? So you will get maybe a good appraisal in the coming year, right? You will get that promotion. You will have enough to satisfy your material needs. So I think the message is looking very positive for you. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at your finances. Now these are few interesting cards, okay? So we have the Ten of Swords. So again, mind you, we have again a 10. 10 of Swords, again it is talking about endings and new beginnings. So I think I do get a feeling for this pile that you have, felt behind, whether it was monetary wise or, you know, status wise in terms of your career, designation wise. And felt that burden that, I'm making the effort, but, nothing is happening. So that is ending for you, right? So whatever change is happening will end that feeling for you. And I think most of you have been feeling very alone in this fight. And I think, anyways, when it comes to our career and finances, these are very individual struggles that we face. Whether we are married, we have a partner, or we are living with a family, it's not something that we can openly talk about. We're not comfortable discussing our finances. Sometimes we're also not comfortable discussing about our career growth with everyone. So I feel that, you have been doing all of this alone. Like, if you see, the hermit is looking at this person, who's basically burdened, stabbed with these swords. So you have been looking inside, you have been looking at your life, at your growth, and been feeling, oh my god, I'm alone in this, nothing is moving for me. But my dear friend, things will move for you, and that's the sign. And again, with the King of Wands, wands are again about, it's about action, it's about ambition and passion. So I really feel that, and if you see, the journey of the cards is the King of Wands is looking at the Hermit, and the Hermit is looking at the Ten of Swords. So that's your journey, right? You will be here, you will be the king, you will be sitting on a throne very soon. And I'm not saying that you will be, you will get, there is no limit to our success, right? But there are small goals that we must look to achieve. So next achievement for you in your career and finance, it would be that you will see new beginnings, you will feel more creative, you will get that monetary benefit, and you will be one of the King of Wands sitting and looking back at how miserable you were in the last couple of months and how your journey has evolved. So I must say that, it's a very positive message for those of you who went with the Sun card. And I wish you all the very best, and I hope you get all the success that you deserve. And keep coming back to my channel, and subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. And yes, thank you so much. So hi, pile number 2, those of you who went with the action card. I think it's very obvious. The action card talks about, all the action that you're required to take next in your career and finances. So welcome back to my channel. So here we are with your reading. We have the top 3 cards talk about your career, the bottom 3 cards talk about your finances. Okay, but since you went ahead with the action card, I must say that the message here is for you to gain momentum, become a little bit more aggressive in, whatever you're looking to achieve in your career and finances. Now is the time, and make the most of it. Okay, so it's a beautiful message, and makes sense, I'm sure, to a lot of you who have been, having these thoughts that I want to do this, I want to do that. But dear, go ahead and make those efforts. So let's delve now into the tarot cards. So we have the 8 of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so a lot of 8 here as well. I'm not sure, those of you who are reading, maybe your date of birth or your, numerologically your birth date could be adding up to 8. You could be born in December. So yes, message could be for, especially those who have all those signs, and of course for anyone who's gone ahead and selected this pile. So 8 of Swords, does you see how the the Wands, my bad. So the 8 of Wands are talking about, movement, and I can see the movement is, it's looking fast. Even if I look at it, I know within a few seconds they will hit somewhere. So I think the message for you here is again resonating with the action card, that you need to gain momentum. And for some of you, it could be even moving cities, or moving countries for a new job or an opportunity. With the Queen of Wands, I do feel some of you in this pile could be very intuitive and very spiritual. So you might be, some of you, only a few could be healers who might be looking to start their own business or maybe a side hustle. So it's more like, a message for you to go ahead and do that and make the most of it. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So whatever you're doing new, whether it's starting your side hustle or taking up that new job opportunity, you are being asked to master the skill, right? So if you see the man, he's just focusing on one particular aspect of his job right now. There are so many other jobs that are there, or maybe goals, right? You could have goals to move to a new country, to increase your salary, to change your job, to get a better designation, to start a business. But he's just focusing on one thing. Or you could be in a job where you are multitasking. But what are the messages for you here are that you need to focus on one particular task, get better at one particular skill, and everything will follow, right? So there is obviously movement in whatever you're starting new, right? But the message is for you to, you need to get better at whatever you are starting new or whatever you have taken up as additional responsibility in your career, right? So it is a movement for some of you. You could be, like I said, moving jobs. So yes, that's the message for you when it comes in terms of your career. Let's move on to your cards for your finances. So we have the Death card, we have the Hierophant, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, wow. So firstly, don't get scared because of the Death card. Most of us do get, just scared looking at, the term death, but it has multiple meanings in tarot. And also, if you see in terms of your finances, we have got two major arcana cards. So obviously, you will be seeing some major changes and upliftment when it comes to your finances and your material gains, right? So with whatever you're starting new, or maybe you're just continuing with whatever you're doing and you're just getting better at it, what will happen with that is that there is rebirth of your finances. If you were struggling, things will only get better from here. If you were not able to save that money, you will be able to do it next. So the Death card is actually about, again, endings and beginnings. It is telling us that whatever was happening for a reason. Now is the time to end. It will be the end of that struggle, those problems, and now is your time for a fresh start. But you have to take the action. You have to make that movement. You have to put in that effort. The Hierophant card, again, is a card which is, obviously denoting, like I said, many of you are spiritual, very spiritual, or are highly intuitive, or are healers, right? That have chosen pile number 2, and the Hierophant again emphasizes on that fact. It's right below the Queen of Wands as well, so it's like a double confirmation. And the Hierophant, while it is talking about balance and spirituality, and yeah, balance is also another message here for you, that when this rebirth happens, maybe you start earning money through your side hustle, or you start saving money. You need to maintain that balance. Many a times when we get what we wanted, we kind of tend to lose the focus. We start, splurging, and once in a while we all deserve it. But I think there is a message here for you to maintain a balance when it comes to your finances. Also, it is for the people who don't spend anything and only want to save, right? The message here for you is also to enjoy that money, to enjoy those savings. So once in a while, go out for a movie, spend it on yourself, go do a yoga session, feel better, right? Emotionally, physically, and mentally. So it's also about balance. And lastly, we have the Page of Pentacles. And again, Pentacles is material needs. It is telling you that you need to handle. If you see the young boy here, Page of Pentacles generally donates someone who's young, who's not very mature, right? Doesn't know, is not very quick in decision making. So here is again a sign for you, and that is the message I'm getting, that maybe you have made mistakes when it comes to your finances in the past. You've not been very mature about your decision, or you have lacked that correct guidance. So now is the time for you to make the amends. It is a rebirth of your finances. And be very careful. Now you see the boy holding the pentacle very carefully in his hand, right? And is looking at it. So the sign or the message for you here is that with all these changes coming along for you, be very careful with your money. Save it and spend it, but there has to be a balance that you need to maintain. So I think it's a very, very appropriate message for the pile number 2. I'll wish you all the very best, and I hope that the messages resonated with you. Keep coming back to my channel, and also subscribe in case you have not already done it. And great, thank you so much. Hi, pile number 3, and here is your reading for your career and finances. So you guys are the ones who went ahead and selected rest and rejuvenation. Of course, as the message suggests, and you can see the man sitting, he's feeling at peace, he's calm, he's meditating most likely. So I think before I get into your tarot reading, the oracle cards are telling you to start the next phase of your career or finances, or whenever you get the time. The message for you is to first rest, recuperate, meditate, take that time out from your work schedule, worrying about your finances, and then come back to it with a fresh mind. I think we are approaching a holiday season. Some of us or some of you would be lucky enough to get a few holidays off. So if you're getting that chance, go ahead and take those holidays, travel, meet your family, your friends, or just spend time alone, right? Not everybody is a people person. So just spend time alone, meditate, listen to some relaxing music, and find the zen, find that balance in your life. Awesome. So with that said, let's move into your career reading. We have the first 3 cards are talking about your career. The bottom 3 cards are talking about your finances. So the top 3 cards we have here, the 9 of Pentacles, we have the Page of Cups, and we have the 5 of Wands. Interesting. I think 9 is, in tarot comes before 10, and 10 is always denoting endings, before the new beginning. So 9 is always or mostly denoting that you are very close to ending one cycle in your career, and you're about to start something new. If you see the lady here, she looks very comfortable. She has enough on her left side and her right side. There's a beautiful scenery in the background. So I think many of you who have joined this pile or who have selected this pile are currently maybe comfortable where they are, right? You're not really rushing through. You are not looking for, maybe the next job, the next promotion and so on. But you're comfortable in what you have, and you have enough. I must say that. So you have obviously put in the hard work that has made you, or has brought you to a point where you are now comfortable. With the Page of Cups again, you see him holding the cup in his hand, and both the lady and the Page of Cups are looking at each other, right? So for some of you, you could be in a business with a friend or someone that you know, and you're basically rejoicing whatever you have built over the years together, and you're both very comfortable in this, right? And that's what I read from the cards. But what I also see is that in building all of this and reaching the position at which you are today, you might be doing really well when it comes to your business. You might be doing really well when it comes to your job, but I see a lot of conflict also. So whether the conflict is internal, that, oh my God, I didn't take that break. I didn't travel, I missed that holiday with my family, or it could simply be conflict at work with colleagues, with bosses, etc. This journey has not been easy for you, right? The world might see you as this happy go lucky person with everything sorted, but internally, I see a lot of conflict. I see a lot of struggle. And I think that's why, because you will not make that decision of telling yourself that, oh my God, I've done so much, I deserve a break. The cards are telling you to take rest, right? So, what a message. So, I think this particular pile has to take some time off work. And I think with the holiday season approaching, it's a very, very appropriate time. I think most of us today get some, time off during the Christmas and the New Year's. And if you don't, then ask for a break because I think you really need it. Then let's come to your, finances. So we have the Queen of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Obviously, we have, two aces. Aces are mostly about beginnings again, right? Pentacles are material, wealth, swords, can have a different meaning to different readings. And then we have the Queen of Wands. So I think Queen, I would take this as any one of you who is, listening to this reading today. You are, sitting with authority on a throne. You could be the boss, you could be the business owner, right? And you, like I said, you have had a journey where you have put in a lot of effort, and now you are basically passing the baton to someone, or you are basically giving that knowledge, sitting on a throne, and you're basically motivating people around you on how to build this empire or how to grow in a career like you have done successfully. And of course, with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, there will be more material gains. There will be new beginnings when it comes to your, emotional well-being, your material well-being. So the signs are positive, but remember, you will be able to be this person here, right? Who's comfortably, calmly sitting, imparting that knowledge to others only when you give yourself some time off work, right? So yes, you will continue to grow, no doubt about it. This pile will continue to grow, do wonders, maybe get that promotion, get that bonus. That will happen for you guys. But the message here is to spend some time off work, give yourself a break, and then come back once you're rejuvenated, you're back with more energy, and start on this journey on gaining more success in life, right? So I see a successful pile, but struggling with internal conflicts or external conflicts, and that's why you need the time off. Okay, wow, that was quite an insightful reading for pile number 3. So that's all from me today. Thank you all, and keep coming back to my YouTube channel. In case you have not already subscribed, go ahead and click on the subscribe button at the bottom of my video and support me in this journey that I have started. And thank you so much for listening to this reading. Bye-bye.